Welcome to the SleepShift, Episode 1, Understanding Sleep. Here's a startling fact. If you live to be 90 years old, you'll spend 32 years of your life asleep. That's not just time spent unconscious, it's time your brain spends actively maintaining your mental and physical health. Today, we're going to discover why those 32 years might be the most crucial ones of all. Welcome to the SleepShift. I'm Tate Pollock, founder of Selene and creator of the Sleep Perfect Rest 3 formula. Before we dive into the science of sleep, let me share something personal with you. My passion for sleep science isn't just professional, it's deeply personal. After a life-threatening health crisis, I discovered firsthand that sleep isn't just one pillar of health, it's the foundation of all wellness. This discovery led me to create Selene and develop the Sleep Perfect Rest 3 formula, a comprehensive system designed to transform your sleep and supercharge your life. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. These first 10 episodes explore the mysteries of sleep science and, trust me, you won't want to miss out on a single episode. The Night Watchman and the Architect. Let me begin with an analogy that will help us to understand the incredible complexity of sleep. Imagine a bustling city that transforms as night falls. During these quiet hours, two figures emerge, the Night Watchman and the Architect. Their coordinated efforts represent the two fundamental states of sleep that our brains experience every night. The Night Watchman, representing what we call non-REM sleep, patrols the streets meticulously. Just as a watchman maintains the city's infrastructure, non-REM sleep is when your brain performs essential maintenance work. During these hours, the watchman repairs broken streetlights, much like how your brain repairs cellular damage. He reinforces buildings' foundations, similar to how your body strengthens its immune system. He cleans the streets and maintains order, reflecting how your brain clears out the metabolic waste products accumulated during the day. But what's particularly fascinating about our night watchman is the systematic nature of his work. He doesn't just randomly fix things, he follows a precise schedule, moving through different sectors of the city in organized phases. This mirrors the distinct stages of non-REM sleep, each serving specific restoration purposes. Without his dedicated work, the city, like your body, would literally crumble under the wear and tear of daily life. Meanwhile, the Architect, representing REM sleep, retreats to a studio. She's not just resting, she's actively designing, sketching bold new ideas, improving blueprints, and resolving disputes from the day. Think of her as your brain's creative director, working in a state of intense activity that's remarkably similar to when you're awake. She takes the day's experiences and reorganizes them, finding new connections and solutions to problems that seem unsolvable during daylight hours. The Architect's work represents how REM sleep helps process emotions, consolidate memories, and spark creativity. Just as an architect might revise and improve building plans, your brain during REM sleep reorganizes neural pathways, strengthening important memories while weakening unnecessary ones. She's also responsible for those vivid dreams you experience, creating experimental designs that might seem bizarre in daylight, but contain hidden wisdom. But what's fascinating is that these two figures must coordinate their shifts with precise timing. If either one dominates the night, the city suffers. Too much time for the watchman, the creativity stagnates. Too much time for the architect, and the foundation weakens. This delicate balance reflects the actual biological necessity for both types of sleep in proper proportion. Now that we understand these two vital characters in our sleep story, let's examine exactly how they coordinate their nightly duties. Sleep stages. Throughout the night, your brain performs a dance between non-REM sleep and REM sleep. This isn't a random alternation, it's a precisely choreographed sequence that repeats several times each night. Each cycle lasts approximately 90 minutes, and you'll experience 4 to 6 of these cycles every night, depending on when you set your alarm. Let's break this down into something simple. During non-REM sleep, particularly in its deepest stage, something extraordinary happens. Your body launches into what I call restoration mode. This isn't just a period of rest, it's an actively created period of physical renewal. Tissues grow, muscles recover, and your immune system strengthens. Think of it as your body's own maintenance crew working the night shift. During this phase, your brain waves slow down dramatically, creating what we call delta waves. These slow, powerful waves help coordinate various restoration processes throughout your body. Your blood pressure drops, your breathing becomes regular, and your body temperature slightly decreases. This is when growth hormone is released, promoting cellular repair and regeneration. Then comes REM sleep, where your brain becomes remarkably active. In fact, during REM sleep, your brain can be as active as when you're awake. Brain scans show how increased activity in areas responsible for learning, memory, and emotional processing. This is when your mind processes emotions, strengthens memories, and sparks creativity. It's also when most of your vivid dreams occur. What's particularly fascinating about REM sleep is that while your brain is highly active, your body is essentially paralyzed. This temporary paralysis is a clever safety mechanism that prevents you from acting out your dreams. The only muscles that remain active are those essential for survival: your heart, diaphragm, eye muscles, hence the name rapid eye movement sleep. The proportion of time spent in each stage isn't constant throughout the night. In the early hours, non-REM sleep dominates, particularly the deep, restorative stages. As the night progresses, REM episodes become longer and more frequent. This pattern ensures that both physical restoration and mental processing get their necessary time, working together like a well-oiled machine to prepare you for the next day. Before we continue, let me quickly mention our free sleep cycle calculator, which you can find on the Selene website. This innovative tool helps you determine your optimal bedtime based on your wake-up time, ensuring that you never wake up mid-cycle again. We'll talk more about sleep cycles in detail in the upcoming episode, but make sure you check out the link in the description below, or just go to sleepselene.com, scroll down to the bottom of any page, and you'll find the link. The science of sleep architecture. What's particularly fascinating is how these sleep stages are distributed throughout the night. Following a precise architectural blueprint, during the early hours of the sleep, your brain produces large, powerful brain waves called delta waves. These waves are a signature of deep, restorative sleep. They come with spectacular bursts of electrical activity that we call sleep spindles. Think of them as the building blocks of memory consolidation. These spindles typically occur in frequencies between 11 and 15 Hz, with two distinct types: slow spindles in a range of 11 to 13 Hz and fast spindles in a range of 13 to 15 Hz. What's particularly interesting about these sleep spindles is their role in brain function. These slow spindles are associated with increased activity in the superior frontal gyrus, while the fast spindles are linked to sensory motor processing and recruitment of the mesial frontal cortex and hippocampus. Along with these spindles, we observe what we call K-complexes, single long delta waves that last for just a second. These mysterious waves appear spontaneously, but can also be triggered by external sounds, like a knock at the door. As the night progresses, something intriguing happens. REM sleep episodes become longer and more frequent. The first REM period typically begins about 90 minutes after falling asleep and might last only 10 minutes. But by the end of the night, these episodes can stretch to 25 minutes or more. It's almost as if your brain, having taken care of basic maintenance, now has the luxury to focus on mental restoration and creativity. The transition to REM sleep is marked by distinctive electrical bursts called pontogeniculo-occipital waves, or PGO waves. These waves originate in the brainstem and occur in clusters at about every 6 seconds, for 1 to 2 minutes during the transition from deep to REM sleep. They reach their highest amplitude when they move into the visual cortex and are responsible for the rapid eye movements that give REM sleep its name. In a typical night, your sleep architecture follows a consistent pattern. You'll spend about 50% in light non-REM sleep, which serves as a transition phase between wakefulness and deeper sleep states. Another 20 to 25% is dedicated to REM sleep, where your brain becomes highly active. The remaining time is spent in deep non-REM sleep, which provides the most restorative benefits. The distribution of these stages isn't uniform throughout the night. The early sleep cycles are dominated by deep non-REM sleep, while REM episodes become progressively longer in the latter part of the night. This pattern persists even if you go to bed at an unusual time. It's tied to your circadian rhythm rather than the clock on your wall. But here is something crucial. These percentages aren't fixed throughout your life. A newborn baby spends more than 80% of their sleep time in REM sleep, essential for their rapidly growing and developing brain. This gradually decreases as we age, highlighting sleep's vital role in brain development and maturation. This change in sleep architecture across the lifespan isn't random. It reflects the changing needs of our brain and body as we develop and age. Quality of this sleep architecture, particularly slow wave activity during deep sleep, has been strongly linked to cognitive development and brain maturation. Research has shown that children and adolescents exhibit higher levels of slow wave activity than adults, corresponding with periods of intensive brain development. This slow wave activity peaks just before puberty and then gradually decreases, marking the maturation of neural circuits and the refinement of synaptic connections. While this architectural design is remarkable, what happens within these stages is even more extraordinary. The restoration process. During deep non-REM sleep, your body temperature drops slightly, typically by about 2 or 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Your blood pressure decreases and your breathing becomes more regular and rhythmic. This is when your body launches into full restoration mode. During this phase, growth hormones flood your system, triggering tissue repair and cellular regeneration. Your immune system kicks into high gear. Natural killer cells, which defend against unwanted intruders, become more active. Think of it as your body's maintenance crew working overtime, fixing everything from muscle fibers to neural connection. But the most fascinating part might be what happens during REM sleep. Your brain activity patterns become almost identical to when you're awake. In fact, in some areas, your brain actually uses more energy during REM sleep than during wakefulness. Yet simultaneously, your body enters a state of temporary paralysis, a remarkable safety mechanism that prevents you from acting out your dreams. This paralysis is achieved through a complex process called REM atonia, where your brain essentially disconnects from your muscles. The only muscles that remain active are those essential for survival: your heart, diaphragm, and eye muscles. Even your body's ability to regulate temperature is temporarily suspended during this stage. But physical restoration is just one part of this complex process, the memory connection. The most important functions of sleep is its role in memory consolidation, and it's more sophisticated than we once thought. Recent research has revealed the intricate relationship between different sleep stages and various types of memory processing, each playing a crucial role in how we learn and remember. Think of it this way: during the day, your brain collects vast amounts of information, like a librarian collecting books. But unlike a simple filing system, your brain needs to sort, strengthen, and sometimes even prune these memories. This happens through a fascinating process that occurs through the transitions between non-REM sleep and REM sleep. During non-REM sleep, particularly during those powerful slow wave stages, your brain does something remarkable. It actually replays the day's experiences. This isn't just a passive review, it's an active process of strengthening neural pathways for important factual memories. Scientists have observed that the same neurons that fire when you learn something during the day reactivate during deep sleep, essentially rehearsing and reinforcing these patterns. What's particularly fascinating is how this transfer works. Your memories begin their journey in the hippocampus, a structure that serves as your brain's short-term information inbox. During sleep, especially during the deep stages, these memories are gradually moved to the cortex for long-term storage. This transfer is facilitated by those distinctive sleep spindles we discussed earlier, bursts of brain activity that help stamp these memories into the permanent neural circuits. But here's where we get even more interesting. Different types of memories are processed differently during sleep. Declarative memories, facts, events, and explicit knowledge are primarily consolidated during non-REM sleep. When you're learning new information, like studying for an exam, memorizing important dates, it's the slow wave sleep that helps cement these facts into your memory. REM sleep, on the other hand, appears to specialize in procedural memory and emotional processing. This is when your brain interrogates new physical skills, whether you're learning to play a musical instrument or mastering a new dance move. During REM sleep, your brain reorganizes these motor memories, making movements more fluid and natural. Studies have shown that people perform better at physical tasks after a night of sleep, particularly if they get adequate REM sleep. Perhaps most fascinating is what happens to creativity during REM sleep. Your brain enters a highly associative state, making connections between seemingly unrelated pieces of information. This is why people often have those aha moments after a good night's sleep. During REM sleep, your brain is freed from the constraints of logical thinking, allowing it to find novel solutions to problems that seemed unsolvable during waking hours. This creative process is supported by a unique chemical environment in your brain during REM sleep. Levels of certain neurotransmitters, particularly acetylcholine, are high, while others, like norepinephrine, are completely suppressed. This chemical cocktail allows your brain to form new associations while temporarily releasing its hold on reality-based thinking, the perfect condition for creative problem solving. The interplay between non-REM and REM sleep in processing is like a sophisticated two-step dance, each phase complementing the other. When this process is disrupted, whether through sleep deprivation or irregular sleep patterns, our ability to form and retain memories suffers significantly. This is why consistent, quality sleep is so crucial for students, professionals, and anyone looking to learn and grow. The circadian symphony. All of these processes happen within the context of your circadian rhythm, your body's internal 24-hour clock, and it's far more sophisticated than simply making you feel sleepy at night. This biological timekeeper orchestrates a complex symphony of hormones and neural activities that affects virtually every system in your body. Your circadian rhythm influences everything from your body temperature and hormone production to your metabolism and immune function. It's regulated by a tiny region in your brain called suprachiasmatic nucleus, which responds primarily to light and darkness. This master clock coordinates countless smaller timekeepers throughout your body, ensuring all your biological systems work in harmony. When we disrupt this natural rhythm through shift work, jet lag, or even staying up late on the weekends, we're not just feeling tired. We're actually working against a fundamental biological system that's been fine-tuned over millions of years of evolution. This disruption can affect everything from your hormone levels to your immune system's functionality. Impact of circadian disruption is so significant that the International Agency for Research into Cancer has classified night shift work as a probable carcinogen due to its effects on natural sleep-wake cycles. This highlights just how crucial it is to maintain regular sleep patterns that align with your body's natural rhythms. Understanding this biological rhythm brings us to a crucial question. Why should we care about all of this? Why this matters? Well, sleep is not just about a passive state where your body and brain simply shut down. It's an active process essential for your physical health, mental well-being, and cognitive function. Recent research has revealed that sleep plays a crucial role in everything from immune function to emotional regulation, from memory consolidation through to physical recovery. During sleep, your brain clears out toxic proteins that accumulate during wakefulness, a process that may help prevent neurodegenerative diseases. Your body repairs cellular damage, strengthens neural connections, and maintains the delicate balance of hormones that regulate everything from hunger to stress response. Think of it this way. Every night while you sleep, your body conducts essential maintenance at every level, from individual cells to entire organ systems. It consolidates the day's memories, processes emotional experiences, and prepares you for the challenges ahead. It's perhaps nature's most sophisticated restoration system, and it's been perfected over millions of years of evolution. When we fail to give sleep the respect it deserves, we're not just missing out on rest, we're compromising a fundamental biological process that's essential for our survival and thriving. That's why understanding sleep isn't just about improving your night's rest, it's about optimizing your entire life. As we wrap up this first episode of the Sleep Shift, I want you to remember this. Sleep isn't just a luxury or inconvenience. It's a biological necessity that deserves your attention and respect. In our next episode, we'll explore why sleep matters in detail based on the science we've discussed today. If you found this valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps others find this important information. For those ready to take control of their sleep, I invite you to learn more about our science-backed, sleep-perfect Rest 3 formula. It's simple and easy to follow, and you can find it on the Sleep Selene website. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to join us on this journey through the science of sleep. Each week, we'll explore the new aspects of sleep science and share practical strategies for better rest. Remember, sleep isn't just rest, it's the foundation for a better life. I'm Tate Pollock, and this has been The Sleep Shift. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next episode.